Hello Darts Nuts, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm going to be having a look at the recently released Quantum Quasar darts. So let's check them out. So I'm reviewing the 22 gram version, the 90% tungsten. You can also get them in 24 gram and 26 gram in steel tip. There's no soft tip and the retail for £34.99. So the darts come in this plastic clamshell packaging, and inside the darts fitted into a point holder, and they come supplied with a set of black medium nylon stems, and under the inlay card there's a set of the Quantum standard shape flights. The dart's fitted with a silver point, and it's your kind of a bullet or bomb style shape, chunky section here and then a slight taper on the rear. Now we may not be able to see it, but it's got a mix of like thin rings and slightly wider rings and mix of grooves, but this middle section here, it kind of bellies out a little bit, so it's a little bit narrower either end and a little bit more pronounced in that middle section, but it's quite a subtle feel, but when you actually feel it with your fingers you do feel it. So the middle section just feels a little bit more grippy. Now if I was playing with these darts I would normally grip there, but like I do with all my videos, I like to test front, middle and rear, but I actually think this is for people who are going to probably grip right on that section in the middle. So it's probably more for people who like a short barrel dart, but when I come to throw it I'll still test front, middle and rear. But for rear grippers who might like this style, you've also got a little bit of ring grip there pretty much to the end of the barrel, so there's a little bit of something there for you as well, but got quite a nice feel of that. Like I say, it's quite a subtle pronounced section, but it seems to work well. And it's fitted with some medium nylon stems and comes supplied with the Quantum standard shape flights. So as you can see, it's got a tapered nose, and the first section of grip, quite an interesting shape, almost looks like the kind of pattern that you get on a saw, kind of like a triangular ring and then a slanted ring. And then that middle section that I was talking about, it's slightly wider than the front and end section, and it's more like a purist style grip, double thin rings, fairly deep curved grooves, and then as you move along you've got a section on the end that kind of mirrors the front section, and you've got a smooth section on the rear of the barrel that tapers, and then on the very end of the barrel where it gets narrow you've got a thin ring grip, quite widely spaced, so a little bit of grip there for rear grippers. So there you go, that's the super close look at the Quantum Darts Quasar. The dart's fit with a silver 26mm point. There's a tapered nose that's smooth, that's 6.8mm, and then the front section of the main grip is a kind of a triangular and slopey kind of a ring, that's 3.8mm. Then you got a more traditional kind of purist style ring grip, that's 10mm, and then another section mirroring the front but in reverse, that's 3.8mm, a smooth tapered section 6.2mm, and then a narrow tapered section that's a ring grip on the end, 10mm, length is 40.6mm, and the widest is 8mm. .13 grams, 22.13 grams again, and 22.14 grams, so nearly perfect. Full setup, 24.2 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached and with the supplied setup, and this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. The main part of the grip is probably quite close to high medium, so I'd say 6.5 at most. As this is a kind of a short stumpy style of dart, even though it's 22 gram, it almost feels as if it's closer to a 24 gram. It's just because the mass of the dart is closer to my grip. Like I said, normally with this kind of dart you would probably grip fully in the middle because that's where the bulk of the grip is, but where I'm holding it at that front section actually feels quite good there, because there's kind of like an angled ring and also a little gap because the ring grip above gets a little bit wider, so it acts as quite a nice reference point, but also the gap and that little angle of the ring is giving me something to push against, so quite an easy, effortless kind of a dart to throw. Yep, nice little dart. Treble 5 champion. Oh no, it wasn't, it was under. Well, scrap that then. Not treble 5 champion. Where I'm gripping it now, maybe it's just slightly up from where the widest part is. I'm just getting a little bit of the thin rings there, and it's got like a subtle change in thickness. It's only very slight, but you do feel it a little bit. You go from a slightly wider center section, like that belly shape, and then it goes a little bit thinner on the end part. So there's just an ever so slightly kind of a slopey feel to the grip there. But I think that's definitely where the balance is, the sweet spot. So I actually think I like that front section better. I don't know what it is, I think that front section, just that little bit of a lip there and the little gap, just felt something to push against, so I think I preferred the front actually. Definitely not as much grip on the rear section, but at least there's something there if you're a rear gripper and you fancy this kind of a barrel style. Kind of going a little bit spirally though, and I don't know if that's just down to the way it's balanced. Could also be the setup as well. That one didn't fly too bad. And that one was in the treble, I think. Oh no, it's not. At least I don't think it is. That one's in the treble. Treble 5 champion. So they don't often have grip on the rear section on these kind of barrel styles, so if you're a rear gripper then you're in luck. It's not too bad from the rear, but like I say, it just seemed a little bit spirally through the air, but it may just be down to the balance and also the fact that it's not where I would naturally grip it. I definitely think that is the sweet spot for the balance, but I actually think that little front section there just felt quite nice for me personally. Is that in the treble one? Bugger. It was in the treble one. Well, treble one champion, you know. I'm just addicted to the colour green. So there you go, that's the Quasar darts from Quantum Darts. A nice variation of the short barrel bullet or short bomb style dart. Nice feeling grip. Quite a unique idea to make it kind of like a belly shape. But I actually find that front section rather nice and pleasant to hold and throw from. So I wasn't really expecting that. I thought it'd be automatically going into the bulk of the grip. So there's a little bit of something there for everyone. I know you've got a little bit of grip on the rear, but I definitely think that middle section is the sweet spot, and I think most people are probably going to be gripping it there. But like I said, I just found that little front section quite nice. So I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a closer look at them. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'll probably be doing another 32k, or not another 32, but another giveaway for my 32k subscribers coming up fairly soon. So I'm not sure what that's going to be, but it'll be something good. So look out for that. I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.